Ready, break. All right, here we go. Triple F podcast. We got Amari in the house. So the main thing I want to talk about, bro, is these receiver classes and receiver sessions. Oh, look at us. First form, boom, energy. Appreciate First Form for taking care of us. But the one thing that me and you I think struggle with, especially as we transition out of the league, is we have a PhD in football that no one else has. It's not a shout out or a shot against any high school coach or anybody else in town, but it's just real. You play the game at the highest level. There's so just like these combine guys downstairs. There's a reason they called me instead of the guy they played in high school for, or there's a reason they come to us instead of staying at their colleges and working with their college O line coaches. Which the college O line coaches is a little bit different because they have their whole college team. They have to keep coaching. They can't get them ready for the NFL. That's not their job. So those guys are in a different ball game. They're very, very, very great college O line receiver. Everybody coaches in the league. So when it comes to what the kids get access to, I know we did some stuff with one of the kids that you've worked with in the past. That's obviously a senior, been around a long time. He's been looking for skill development anywhere and everywhere he could find. Mom and dad are willing to pay whatever it takes to get him developed the best. So that's kind of what I want to pick your brain about is when it comes to skill development at the receiver position in the middle school and high school ages. How does your experience with Aaron Rodgers and in the NFL and all the things, Clemson with Dabo and da-da-da-da, how does all that translate back down to kids that age to where you can give them something that they just can't get anywhere else?
I feel like it goes back to just the smaller details, honestly. Like, I think kids nowadays, they think more bigger picture when it comes to receiver play. I want to snag on somebody. I want to catch a fade. You know what I mean? I want to catch a bomb. But they don't think about what it takes to get there. You know what I mean? Having a nice stance and start, getting off the ball, explosive, making everything like a go ball, getting off the line of scrimmage at a good time. Because if you get jammed up, the quarterback's off of you, right? So learning those little detailed things in the rest of the route that takes you to the next level is important. And I feel like younger kids need to learn the finer details of, how to start a route, how to get out of a break point and how to catch properly. You know what I mean? Because a lot of kids, also don't know how to catch properly too. So, teaching those guys how to catch with your hands right without body catching or without, having the ball up on your body right, teaching them those little details, I feel like are things that can help them, improve their game right now at the age that they're at.
I love it, and that's my thing is one of our guys was going off to the East-West Shrine game, and he's like, wants to work on some man-to-man coverage stuff. And it's funny, he's like, is Mari going to be here?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, listen, bro, I played 11 years in the NFL at tight end, believe it or not, and you're a tight end. I can teach you.
Yeah.
But I want Amari here as much as possible because you stared through your face mask as a receiver.
Right.
So much more than I did.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a little more equipped to talk to the tight ends in the run game and pass protection and work with the O-line. I can teach them, and I think that's what's missed. And if I, hurt people's feelings, whatever, they can get over it.
Mm-hmm.
If you ain't looked through the face mask doing it, I'm not real interested in you teaching me how.
Right.
There's no other world on earth that everyone in upper leadership and everyone teaching the people below them hadn't already been there and done it.
Right.
We got all these Billy Bobs and Johnnies teaching sports in America, especially youth sports, who never did it.
Right.
And it's like, that's not really the guy I want teaching me how to do something if you've never done it yourself.
Exactly.
So even with my upper guys, like I caught passes in the NFL, I scored touchdowns in the NFL, but that wasn't truly what I was getting paid to do, but that's what you got paid to do for a long time. So that's why I love you being there and being around. And I think that's a great point. So Timo, give me a cool sound.
Got you.
Here we go.
Wait, is it this one?
Timo, what's the Bible verse? Build your house on a solid foundation, not on sand, right?
Yes.
I don't know the actual verse, but I've heard the message about
I
it.
don't either, but we did a song about that
That's
in middle
crazy.
school.
That's what's actually crazy is I was reading Matthew 7 this morning, and that verse came up in there.
Matthew 6:33 is on my arm. So right after Matthew 7, build your house on a rock.
Mm-hmm.
Build your game on a rock.
Yeah.
Like, same way with all of our youth players or whatever. It's like, I want pancakes. I'm back to the O-line stuff now. Or tight ends, I want this or I want that. It's like, here's the deal, homie. You got to be real open to catch the ball in middle school and high school.
Right.
You don't have Trevor Lawrence or Josh Allen throwing you the ball.
Exactly.
So you better learn how to get real open, and it starts from the minute the ball's snapped.
Mm-hmm.
So breaking it down to those foundational pieces to where they can build their game as a receiver, as a skill player, as a running back, in a way that they can get open early and often.
Right.
They can get open into their route. They can understand that when things move a certain way or when they're doing certain things. So, yeah, I love it. That's why I want you here. That's why I want you pushing these sessions. And listen, like, I'm not going to apologize for the price around here. We're going to do our best to take care of families. We have no athlete left behind. We're going to serve as many kids, unfortunate kids, as we possibly can. But for when it comes to getting receiver skill sessions with Amari Rodgers, who played, pro football and was a third-round draft pick, and when it comes to getting O-line sessions downstairs with John Feliciano, who played in the Super Bowl a few years ago and played 10 years in the league, like it's not we're not out here trying to find we're not out here trying to get the cheapest price to collect people. We want the people that truly understand how great the coaches are here and how big our hearts are for these kids as young men too.
Exactly.
Like, I want these dudes to be badass husbands, fathers, leaders, employees, business owners. That's our passion.
Exactly.
But we only have so many hours in our day, and when you have this pro football experience, I'm going to take Amari Rodgers and I'm going to put him down there with the future NFL players as much as I possibly can. Okay. And the little bit of slivers in time that we can do this skill stuff to give back to the community and give this NFL knowledge to kids. But we're not teaching them NFL stuff. We're teaching them how to build the foundation so they can get there. Exactly. And then you can build – that's what I'm hearing you say anyways. Right. To where now, all right, foundation is built. You're not on sand anymore. No wonder your ass can't get open.
Right.
No wonder you're not doing the things you want to do because, hey, little man, your mind is here. I got to get your mind back down here. Now, we're going to get you over there because I'm going to teach you everything that gets you there. But it's this instant gratification, dopamine, TikTok, Instagram world. These kids want highlight reels instead of learning how to be damn good players.
Exactly. So, for example, I have a young kid. Right now in my class, I have older guys in high school, and then I have one younger kid, right? And we've been dealing with, mentally, staying locked in when he messes up, right? And when you say building a foundation, like a lot of people don't know, like 90% of the game is mental, right? And if you're to feed it up here, then you're not going to be able to do anything, right? So literally last week, at the end of the session, I had my older guys talk to the younger guy and just express to him, it's okay, like, if we mess up, you know what I mean? This is what this is for. Training is to mess up, training is to build up scars so that when you get in the war, really, like, you're ready. You're ready for it. You've seen it already. You've attacked it already. You know what I mean? So being able to have those moments in training mentally to build that foundation as well, I feel like is important too, because in the league, when you get to the next level, if you're not locked in mentally, you're not going to ever be able to perform at the level that you want to.
And that's so true, bro. That gives me chill bumps because guess what else is hard? Leading a family. Guess what else is hard? Being a husband.
Yeah.
Nobody can get me. Listen, there was an hour last night that I was laying on the couch, and I swore I wasn't going to talk to my wife. And finally, I got my ass off the couch, and I ran in there, and I gave her a hug, and I said, I'm sorry. I can't stand when we're off, know?
Yeah.
And she's like, all right, you big dummy, come here, So, like, being a husband's hard, being a father's hard, being a leader in a business is hard. Like, life is hard, especially for men, because you're told your whole life you're not allowed to be weak. You're not allowed to cry. You have to da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So that's what sports is for. And that's what I want people to hear from us, man, is like, this isn't just teaching your kid how to run a slant route.
Right.
This is doing life with your kid so that when he gets in a moment that can give him ultimate confidence, he's durable enough to handle it.
Exactly.
Because the alternative, if we're just out here teaching you, do this on your third step, do this here, do that here, and it's just this broad, like, skill training that all these Instagram coaches are so good at. Sorry, I said I wasn't going to call anybody else out, but whatever. I'm over it. I'm over all these Billy Bobs. People don't know shit. So it's like we want to pour into your child so they can be durable humans. And we use our gift from God of football and the level that we played to pour into your sons. And we love the girlies out there, too. I love my homie girlies. My volleyball club girls are my favorite.
Volleyball.
But I ain't giving them skill lessons.
Right.
I'm teaching them how, a man should be neutral and hear and not be emotional and just love on them. These boys we're on their ass, but in a loving way. You need you to be durable as an athlete,
No doubt.
because this stuff's really hard. So all of that ties together, and once again, we have to build this solid rock foundation for them skill-wise. That's what our skill set does. We build the foundation for you skill-wise, and once you show me that you're rock solid, I have a sign in my office that says rock solid for one of my pastors in college, the Rev, my OG Rev from Marshall. Rock solid. Nothing can happen in life as a man until you're rock solid in your faith life.
For sure.
And by the way, that doesn't mean that it's still going to feel like sand sometimes.
Right.
You're still going to have moments in the game that you're like, why is this doubt creeping in? Dadgummit, man.
Right.
But that foundation is rock. So that's what we do with our skill stuff here, ladies and gents, families, and paying citizens. We're building a rock solid foundation for these kids.
Yep. No doubt.
And until that's built, we can't take them to the next level. And if you're interested in the cheapest option or us teaching your kids stuff that they're not quite ready for, this might not be the place for you. That's okay.
Right.
There's plenty of places in town, and I beat up on other people more than I probably should because I get frustrated because I know how much better you are than them. But at the same time, we're not for everybody.
Yeah.
But we are for the people that are like, build the foundation for my son.
Exactly.
To where when he gets in there on whatever night middle school plays, and then especially whatever night in high school, which is Fridays, when he gets in there on a Friday night, he has the confidence in himself that he's standing on a rock.
Exactly.
And boom, now he goes out there and performs. And what do you know? He gets a prettier girlfriend. That's pretty cool too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now you're a starter. Now you're this. Now you're that. Now we're getting to play college sports. None of that happens if you don't have a very detailed plan of how to build their skill set with skill work by people that have been at the top, because they know how to retract it all the way back to what built the foundation to allow them to build on.
Exactly.
So you're the foundation builder, bro.
Yes, sir.
And you're better at it than anybody in town. And, sorry to all the other folks out there. It just is what it is. It's a gift that God gave Amari Rodgers.
Yeah, no doubt.
And I want you to be able to share that gift. And I want people in town to know we're doing it. And we got some cool flag football announcements coming up here soon. By the time this post, maybe it'll be out.
Yeah.
If not, then just come into a theater near you soon. In the words of John Gruden, our flag football league will be launched here soon, which will be cool because we have me, you, John, and so many former pros that love this place and love this brand. We should be in the football world in every way.
Exactly.
And that's my goal long term, is to be in the football world every way, to give back to this community of building a rock solid football foundation for these kids, for the people that trust us and want their kids to be a part of it. And there's nobody I would rather be by my side in the receiver world than you, bro.
Exactly,
So,
man.
I'm fired up. I love you, man.
Yeah,
I love you. We'll do a podcast here soon of the Amari Rodgers life.
Oh, yeah.
From start to finish. But
do
this one, let's get this stuff blasted to the world. Timo, I want the whole world to see this. We should have done you, Timo, when you were a high school receiver.
Oh boy,
Oh boy,
there was a lot to work with.
yeah, Timo. I'm not sure. I'm not sure that was.
I heard you lined up backwards, Timo.
Yeah, I lined up on the other side of. I was on the other field.
Timo. That's all right.
I was anywhere but where I should have been.
That's all right, Timo. But by God, you're the best.
That's right.
But football wasn't your gift, Timo.
Football was a doorway to other things. That's what football was.
I love that. And guess what, Timo? Same for me.
Mm-hmm.
Same for everybody. That's what families hear me. Football, Timo, you're a prophet. Football is a doorway to other things.
Truly.
I retired at 34 years old. You retired at
26.
26. Timo,
15.
we won't call it retired. Timo jumped out the door as soon as he could. So, that's why we are doing the things we're doing. The more skill your child develops, the stronger foundation they build to allow them to have more success on the field gives them confidence to bust through the doorway that God has planned for them in life off of the field, which is coming for all of us. The ball's going to stop bouncing. So there's nobody I would want building that foundation and teaching my kid the skill set needed to make plays at the receiver position from 12 years old to freaking these guys downstairs about to go play pro football at 22 to 25 years old than Amari Rodgers. So come on down and see us. Try it out. Skip your Applebee's date night for 1 week and come down here and buy a session and let Amari wow you and show you not only the unbelievable coach he is, but the unbelievable heart he has to serve your children and help them become the best version of themselves on this foundation we keep talking about. So I love you, bro. I'm excited.
Love you
Thanks
too,
for being
man.
with us.
Appreciate it.
Later.